Hi, my name is Renee Thompson, and I'm the CEO and President of RT Connections, a company that educates, connects, and inspires current and future nurses. Welcome to my Do No Harm Applies to Nurses 2 video series, where I address the issue of nurse bullying. In my last video, we talked about the second reason why nurse bullying continues, and if you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend that you check it out. Today, we're going to be talking about the third primary reason why nurse bullying continues. All right, are you ready? Brace yourself. This may come as a shock to you, but it's because managers use silence as a strategy. Yep. And why is that, do you think? Well, it's because they don't know how to deal with the bullies either. You see, when a nurse becomes a manager, or even say an educator, we teach her how to do the budget, the schedule, the curriculum, all the different quality audits, those types of things. But rarely do we teach managers how to deal with the behaviors of their employees. Managers spend 85% of their time dealing with the behaviors of their employees. And if you're in a management position, I'm speaking the truth. I've been spending a lot of my time helping nurse leaders in both healthcare organizations and academic institutions address and eliminate the bad behaviors of their employees and even their students. And what I have found is that there are simple strategies that nurse leaders can start implementing today. And I want to share one of those strategies with you. One of the most powerful steps that you can take to eliminate bad behavior in your workplace is to set behavioral expectations. You cannot assume that everyone knows how to behave. And I'll give you an example. My husband and I were shopping, this was about a year ago, and we walked into, a Rite Aid or CVS. And on the way out, my husband said to you know what? I've noticed that when we walk into a place like this and you pay with your credit card, you slap your credit card on the counter. And I find that that might be perceived as disrespectful. And I remember saying to him, what are you talking about? He said, I've noticed when there's a counter and you're paying with a credit card that you just put your credit card on the counter. And I said, instead of what? And he said, instead of handing it to the cashier. And I think it might be perceived as disrespectful. And all of a sudden, it was one of those moments where I turned the mirror back on myself and I thought, oh my, am I being perceived by people as being disrespectful? Like I'm just slapping my credit card on the counter instead of handing it to the cashier. So I started asking people everywhere I went, when there was a cashier and I would hand them my credit card, I've asked the question, when people just put their credit card on the counter, do you find that disrespectful? Every single one of them did. But I had no knowledge. I had no idea that I was coming across as being disrespectful. Do you see what I mean? You cannot assume everyone knows how to behave in a professional, respectful manner. And some managers mistakenly think that just having a list of behaviors in a code of conduct or in a student handbook solves the problem. But trust me, it doesn't. If behaving in a professional manner is important to you, and it should be, you need to have live conversations with current and any new employees and talk about what do respectful behaviors look like in our organization. Because managers don't always have the skill set to address bad behavior, I've produced a 1-hour DVD and action guide to help nurses in leadership positions with the strategies they need to eliminate bad behavior. So in this DVD, I teach nurse leaders 6 simple steps to eliminating the disruptive behaviors of their employees. If you're a manager, you will love this DVD because it's inexpensive, doesn't take a lot of time, and you walk away with strategies that you can start implementing today. To order, just go to my website, www.rtconnections.com, and look under the products section. Please let me know how I can help. I do take requests, so if you have a question about nurse bullying that you would like me to address in this series, you can always email me via my website. On my website, you can also check out the other resources that I have to help you eliminate the disruptive behavior of your coworkers and your employees. So thanks so much for listening. Air hugs to all of you. Take care and stay connected.